Daily shower time, and there's a lot to cover this time. Major winter storm crossing across the country, and this is going to provide a great deal of snowfall, travel impacts, creating severe weather, so there's the potential even of tornadoes and widespread rainfall totals. A lot to cover in this daily shower. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and leaving your comments. I greatly appreciate it. This is out by Truckee, and that's a camera from the Ambient Weather Network. The deep snows around Tahoe, really tremendous. Over the weekend, some spots 4 feet, if not more, snowfall. That's the same system. It's spreading into Utah. This was the last 24 hours on the Ambient Weather Network, the camera there. This is in Utah. Impressive snowfall. That's the storm moving in. And get into Colorado for the last 24 hours. Beautiful blue skies, well into the 60s in a lot of cases on Sunday. But Monday, the clouds began to increase, and that's what we woke up to as that storm moves in. Satellite picture, western U.S. There's the main parent system. That's the main energy of this storm. You can see the low here, grabbing moisture from the south, the Baja there. We're grabbing that moisture, sending it northward. That's the fuel supply for all that deep snow that'll be falling over the plains. Really kind of cool right in here too. As you look from central to southern California, in that little animation, there's a little small low that's been moving on down to the south. Drier air will move into the western U.S. as this storm moves off to the east and carries tremendous impact with it. Let's talk about the impact in terms of snow first. Again, just snowfall here. The bullseye that grabs my attention is the northern high plains, and within that area, 21, 24 inches possible, if not likely. It's looking like a real doozy of a storm. Blizzard conditions here, lots of wind driving around that snow. So lie the map in, take a closer look here. As you look at the deeper purples, that's representing 1.5 feet of snowfall. And then you get into the pink colorations, and that's approaching 2 feet of snowfall. And that's going to be happening around Lead, just outside of Rapid City, just outside of Pierre, down toward Chadron, Nebraska. But the overall area, some of these deeper blues, that's 1 foot of snowfall into the 2 foot range. So 1 foot of snowfall likely in a big area. Casper, Douglas, Scottsbluff, Pierre, Mobridge, close to Bismarck, close to Dickinson, close to Glendive, Miles City, just outside of Billings. Big swath of deeper snow possible here. As you look at the rest of the Dakotas, into the eastern Dakotas, into Minnesota, we're still looking at a notable snowfall. We're still seeing 6 to 12 inches in areas, but not the bullseye that happens over the western areas. Let's take a look at Colorado. Snowfall for the northern mountains. North route will do the best out of this system, as well as the northeastern plains. From Fort Collins to Denver, the Springs were kind of missing. The storm kind of hops on over, but northeastern plains of Colorado will have a tremendous impact as well, as snowfall totals here along I-76 easily reach more than a foot, and it's blizzard conditions possible here over the plains with driving winds upwards of 60 miles an hour to push this snow around. Impacts galore from a travel standpoint. I-70 through parts of Colorado, I-76 from Denver into Nebraska, I-80, I-90, I-94, I-25 all the way up through Wyoming into Montana. Big time travel impacts. We're reaching the extreme category in cases due to blizzard conditions. Travel, don't do it in these areas due to this winter storm. We covered the snow side of the storm. There's a severe weather element as well, so severe thunderstorms possible in this area from late Monday through early Tuesday morning. Covers western Kansas, parts of Oklahoma, parts of Texas. Let's take a closer look. Dodge City, Woodward, Oklahoma City, Norman, Lawton, Wichita Falls, just north and west of Fort Worth and Dallas. These areas have the highest risk of damaging thunderstorms, and that may include the risk of tornadoes as we go Monday into Tuesday. Let's look at Tuesday into Wednesday's threat. That threat area is now over the south, and the risk is higher for Tuesday into Wednesday. As we drill down into that area, Shreveport, Monroe, Natchez, Alexandria, that bullseye is the highest potential for damaging thunderstorms. But it does cover areas like Texarkana, Tyler, Huntsville, just outside of Houston, New Orleans up to Hattiesburg, Jackson, and Greenville. Even more so, all the way up toward Tulsa, Little Rock may be included within that damaging thunderstorm potential. Big time impacts, same storm system driving all this energy across the country. In terms of rainfall, just total rainfall, look at this swath from Lafayette all the way up toward Dalton, Spartanburg, Oak Ridge, Columbia, over Tupelo, Florence, Tuscaloosa. That range is 2.5 to 3 inches of rainfall. That may be conservative in some cases, maybe a lot heavier rainfall than that. But as you look at the blue, which covers the map from Cedar Rapids to Lafayette, to Champaign, Urbana, to Kansas City, Joplin, down here to Shreveport, out toward Augusta, on up to the north near Lynchburg, we're looking at totals over an inch just in that blue area. And on a wider perspective, you can see that impact in here. Lots of water for the southeast and the south, lots of water for the northern plains, but again, we talked about that. That's in the terms of snowfall, but still that's going to be 2 to 3 inches of total water out of that snow, falling largely over South Dakota. Tremendous storm system. That's your daily shower. We covered a lot. These are just the headlines. Always reach out to your local National Weather Service for the latest on the impactful weather information that you need specific for your area. I'm Matt Makins. We'll see you on the next Daily Shower.